What's happening, everyone, and welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be talking England. We need to build the perfect England squad, and to help me do it is none other than the wonderful Ade Oladipo. Ade, thank you so much for doing this with me. An honour to have you on the channel. Been a while. You've been in Saudi for the Tyson Fury fight.
Been away, undisputed, right?
I saw you in the ring when Usyk's boys were celebrating, and one of them did like a spitting of the water. You got
horrible.
soaked.
I was so angry. I just thought, should I turn East London on him? But I can't.
No, not on him.
They're doubly hard.
Definitely not on him.
And he was a boxer as well that did it.
Was he?
He was a boxer who fought early on the card and won by knockout. So I kind of gave him a look.
Yeah.
We'll leave him alone.
I thought, we'll let this one go.
Yeah.
No, it did look amazing, a wonderful fight, and you did a stellar job on the coverage, man.
Yeah,
Make sure, in fact, that you subscribe to Ade Oladipo's YouTube channel. The link is in the description below. Some fantastic content on there coming out as well as I speak. There's really good behind-the-scenes stuff from the Saudi Tyson Fury Usyk fight. So make sure that you subscribe to Ade's channel. The link is in the description below. What we're going to do now is build the perfect England squad. Gareth Southgate has the luxury of taking a 26-man squad to the Euros in Germany. We are going to build that squad. Yeah. We are going to do this perfectly, correctly, not with any loyalty, not with any tribalism. We're just going to build the perfect squad. There's a few that I think we're going to clash on, but we must come to a consensus.
We need to come to an agreement.
We need to agree. We need to agree.
How long is the video?
So you'll have to be the bigger man. Because
No,
I'm 5'5", man. God didn't want me to be the bigger man.
I'm not much taller, don't be fooled.
Okay, right. Well, we'll start with the keepers, right? We're going to build this out. I think the real jeopardy, and we won't say anything yet, but the real jeopardy is going to come later in the video. Maybe when we talk about Marcus Rashford. Who knows? We may agree on Marcus Rashford, we may not. So let's get to that.
What are we doing here? Are we doing the squad that we think or the squad that Gareth's going to take?
The squad that we want.
This
is our squad, as if we were the manager.
Okay.
As if we were the manager.
So, for example, obviously, Rashford's not in the 33.
He's not in the 33.
So, we can't have Rashford.
If you believe he should be in the 26, you can make that case.
Okay,
we can debate it when we get there.
Okay, cool.
Should we start with the keepers?
This is interesting.
I think. Look, one is very easy.
Yeah, and then the rest is a nightmare.
One is very easy. Like Jordan Pickford is England's number one.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, by the way. And he's actually been good this season. He's actually been good. I'd make an argument to say he's been top 4 or 5 goalkeepers in the Premier League this season.
You could easily argue. It wouldn't be my choice for goalkeeper of the year.
Yeah, I'd say Emi Martinez, but I fully... Vicario's had a good season. Edison's always
Edison.
Yeah.
There are some excellent keepers. I mean, David Raya at Arsenal.
David Raya's been decent. Yeah, he's had a couple of big mistakes, but he's been decent. So, yeah, look, he's had a good season. For once, we're going to a tournament with Pickford where I think Pickford's on form. Even though Everton have been trash, Pickford's on form.
And by the end, as much as Everton, you are right, they had their moments this season. Over the course of the season, they've actually done very well, haven't they? They accrued an awful lot of points. They were obviously dealing with a lot of issues. Yeah. And I think Jordan Pickford is at the epicenter of the good things that they've done this year.
Considering how far they were down the league, I know they had a points deduction, right? 2 points deductions. But they don't concede that many goals.
No.
He's obviously, he's worthy of being England number 1 without a debate.
In fact, that's a really good point to make because part of the reason that they were so stingy at the back was Tarkowski-Branthwaite.
Yeah.
Branthwaite's name may come up in a little while. I don't think Tarkowski's will.
No, Tarkowski certainly won't. Branthwaite probably
will, which partnership could be a big deal.
Yeah.
In terms of the other goalkeepers, I'm going to say Dean Henderson should go.
Yeah, I think his form for Palace, especially since the new manager's come in, has been good. So I think he should go as well. Yeah.
And then I'm going to say Aaron Ramsdale should go. No?
I just don't know if you're not playing. So I just feel sorry for the other goalkeepers. Like I don't think Trafford at Burnley is particularly incredible, but he's been playing. He's actually been playing football. Whereas Aaron Ramsdale, how many games Aaron Ramsdale played this season? 4, 5?
He hasn't played enough, but the reason he hasn't played enough is because he's been kept out of the team by a remarkable goalkeeper, and he's been kept out of a remarkable team. Almost being on the Arsenal bench is more impressive than being Burnley's number 1, isn't it?
No, but I don't think David Raya. You sound like you're putting David Raya in the same bracket as Alisson and Edison. It's not that.
No,
I mean he's not that, is he? He came from Brentford. He's decent.
No, but this season, I mean,
he's made some howlers this season.
Golden Gloves. Golden Gloves. I think being on the Arsenal bench, particularly when you think about how good Arsenal have been, being around Arteta, training with David Raya, training with Gabriel, training with William Saliba as a defensive unit. Also, let's just explore his form.
Yeah, but that's almost like someone being in AJ's camp sparring. I want to see you do the real thing. It's like me hearing about sparring stories. Oh, he looked good against AJ and Fury in sparring. Show me what you're doing in the real thing. And we haven't seen enough of Aaron Ramsdale in the real thing.
But last season, Aaron Ramsdale was one of the best goalkeepers in the league. The season before,
he was
probably the best goalkeeper in the league. You know, starting Arsenal attacks, he was saving the unsavable. He was a fantastic goalkeeper.
And even with that, Arteta said, you're still not good enough.
But
something happened where Arteta said, you know what? You're still not good enough. But you know what? I will, you say, I have to be the gentleman here, the bigger man.
Maybe I'm wrong. So do you believe that it should be Trafford? Because it's only Trafford. You're not thinking Glasgow Rangers.
You know what it is? No, certainly not.
So it's Trafford or Ramsdale.
Or Ramsdale. And the only reason I say Trafford is because ultimately we're not going to see Ramsdale or Trafford on the pitch anyway. Ultimately, they're not going to get a minute, are they?
No.
Pickford's going to play everything. So you take someone for their experience, and Trafford's young. He's come from the under-21s where he won the tournament.
Yeah.
So you're taking him out there to gain experience, not to play. He's not going to do that. He's going to be a water carrier.
Okay.
Take him out there for the experience. You're not going to get a minute on the pitch anyway, and I think that makes more sense.
So in this 26-man squad that we're building, do we think 3 goalkeepers enough?
Yeah.
Okay, so no Ramsdale.
No Ramsdale for me.
Okay.
No, there has to be. You can't be picking players for England that don't play for their clubs. I just don't think.
I think that's fair.
I just don't think it doesn't. Yeah.
I think that's fair, but let's see if you adopt that policy throughout, because it gets very difficult. If that's your motto, all I'm going to say is it becomes very difficult.
That's my motto.
Let's see how you adopt that motto when one of your favourite players, for example, Jack Grealish, is mentioned a bit later on in this video.
One of your favourite players?
Absolutely. Yeah. But I don't adopt the policy. I think you can.
I see what you're doing.
I think you can play. I think you can play. Defenders.
Yes.
Should we say the players that are definitely going? Should we just list some where there is no negotiation?
No jeopody, none at all.
John Stones.
Banker.
John Stones obviously plays for England.
Starts.
In fact, it becomes Stones +1.
Yes.
Whoever.
It's that now, yeah.
It's Stones +1.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to say a player that I believe will be in this squad non-negotiably, because I think he's brilliant. I also love his versatility. I'm going to go Joe Gomez.
Okay. No, you know
You're looking at me funny.
No, because I thought you might have gone Carl Walker immediately.
Okay.
I mean,
Carl Walker is also immediate.
By the way, I agree with you with Joe Gomez for a few different reasons. Obviously, look, we know he can play right back, he can play centre back, but now with Liverpool, he's done it a few times this season where he's played left back. And England clearly have a left back problem. So yeah, I think Joe Gomez will make the 26.
See, a lot of these left backs, I don't think should go. I don't think Luke Shaw should go.
No, if you adopt the policy I just adopt with Ramsdale, where he barely plays
policy,
any games,
you're causing yourself a problem.
It is,
here.
but he's only played, I think, 10 league games for United.
Yes.
Out of 38? You're just not fit enough. I can't rely on you.
No, he's just not.
Yeah.
Also, when you think about how thick and fast football matches come at a European tournament, he can't be fit for 1 match a week, let alone 3 in a week.
No, can't do it.
He just can't do it.
You can't do it.
And he hasn't done it all season.
Yeah, and look, he's been good. I know he had that season. Sorry, last season he was playing a few games.
See, because I don't agree here, and often when I have this discussion about Luke Shaw, I'm ruled out. A good friend of ours, Flex, he don't agree with me here.
No, Luke Shaw's not that good.
I don't think he's very
I'm sorry, you've been at the club 10 years. You're not that good.
I don't get it.
No. He's not like the options we have on the right.
No.
He's not that good.
No.
But we are quite thin on the left. So he's almost
But that's why
the
Joe
best
Gomez
of a
has
bad
to go.
bunch.
See, that's why Joe Gomez has to go, because I'm not taking Luke Shaw. Joe Gomez is
Are you taking
effectively
Kieran Trippier? Because isn't that Joe Gomez? In terms of the versatility.
I don't think Kieran Trippier deserves it. I really don't. I don't think Kieran Trippier deserves it. I take Branthwaite. I take Gahey.
Yeah, I'm taking Gahey and Branthwaite.
But remember with Branthwaite, does this change your thinking around this?
One.
If Jared Branthwaite goes to the Euros, if he plays a game at the Euros, it will be his debut for England. His debut for England will come in a tournament in Germany. Throwing him in the deep end. He should have had minutes, man. He should have had minutes. Remember when you went to that game against Brazil? He should have had minutes.
But Everton have thrown him in the deep end.
Yeah.
Everton have been relegation fighting all season, and this kid, alongside Tarkowski, has been battling and fighting and making it one of the meanest defences. Well, one of the meanest defences down the bottom half of the table. So he's been thrown in the deep end.
In the league.
Yeah, he's been thrown in the deep end, and he's been able to swim. So I have no problem with him.
So Branthwaite's going.
Yeah.
So far of defenders, we've got Stones, Walker, Gomez, Branthwaite.
And Gahey.
I
think Gahey deserves... Because, when I see Gate... Whoa, 1 second. You ain't got Maguire there yet.
I haven't yet.
Okay.
I mean, I potentially don't have Maguire. But I potentially don't. I think this is why it's a good conversation. If I'm picking the team, I don't want Harry Maguire anywhere near it.
No, if I'm picking a team, I want John Stones and Gahey, I think.
I don't want... Yeah, and I don't mind Joe Gomez playing centrally, depending on what you want.
I can't have it.
People have very short memories.
I know, but we're talking 3 seasons ago what you're doing right now. Him and Virgil van Dijk. I can't have it.
They were good, man.
They were good.
They had like a bromance.
Yeah, they were good. So were Oasis and Blur. It's all done. Everything breaks up eventually.
Yeah. Okay, what about Jarell Quansah?
Better centre back than Joe Gomez. I'll tell you that now.
Is he?
Yeah. Like, for me, Jarell Quansah starts for Liverpool next season.
Who's better, Quansah or Dunk?
Quansah.
Dunk gets done at a level, doesn't he?
He gets done.
Gets done by Lukaku.
Yeah, he starts to get turned. He has no pace. He's big. He's very much a 90s defender, isn't he?
Gary
Just
Cahill.
Big in it. Yeah.
Gary Cahill.
No, I think that's disrespectful to Cahill.
I feel like what he is, like Gary Cahill was a fantastic player when he had John Terry alongside him.
I get you.
I think that Lewis Dunk, if he were playing alongside John Terry, could really do a job. Good. He could be a functional defender.
So could he not be good with John Stones then?
No, because I don't think John Stones is the leader like that.
No. You're right. You're right. He isn't that leader. I don't look at John like that. Yeah.
No, he's fantastic.
Yeah. I think that's why he doesn't get his accolades, by the way. Like, when we talk like player of the season, he doesn't get any accolades because he's almost just happy to be the second.
Injured a lot. Injured too much. It's difficult with John Stones because he is injured. He missed a lot of football. But he is a sensational player, and England really do need him fit.
By the way, I think Jarell Quansah and Branthwaite will be England's defenders going forward for the future.
Quansah and Branthwaite, yeah.
I'm a bit nervous that it turns into something like a Chris Smalling and... What was that United one again?
Who
United one that was there for 10 years. And everyone
Phil Jones.
Phil Jones. I'm a bit scared it turns into that, but I look at those two as the future.
Do you know Phil Jones signed for Manchester United when Sergio Aguero signed for Man City? Yeah, City fans sing about it. They got a song about we signed Aguero and you signed Jones. And
he was supposed to be really good though. Him and Chris Smalling were supposed to be insane.
There was an amazing comparison that Sir Alex Ferguson made. Sir Alex Ferguson compared him to hang on, can I look this up on the video? Sir Alex Ferguson.
John Terry?
No.
Bigger.
Yeah.
Don't say like Sir Bobby Moore or something like Beckenbauer or anything stupid like
that. No, it was Phil Jones. Hang on, I've got to do this on the video. He compared him to somebody wild, honestly wild. My computer is now not loading. We'll have to come back to it. But it's bigger. It's honestly, it's one of the biggest.
Can't be bigger than what I just said. Can't be bigger than Beckenbauer and Bobby Moore.
I think it was comparable.
Okay.
It was comparable to that. In terms of like United legends.
Okay. Pallister.
It was no bigger. From what I remember, it was bigger. It could be our best centre half ever.
Okay, that's big.
That's what he said. That is what he said.
He didn't deliver. But anyway, look, back to it. Let's get the defenders locked in.
Okay.
So we've got Carl Walker.
So do I need to put Harry Maguire in this list just because Harry Maguire is going?
In the list. He's going. That's not what we're
Harry
doing.
Maguire is going. Whether he should go or shouldn't go, Harry Maguire is going.
Yeah, and him and Stones for England, it's not the worst pairing. I don't think he's a good player, but for some reason it kind of works when they play for England together.
Yes. So we currently have 6 defenders: Stones, Walker, Gomez, Branthwaite, Gahey, Maguire. We need more cover, don't we?
Yeah, we certainly need another left back there.
No, fullbacks.
Yeah, we need.
I think our fullbacks.
Reece James has ruined it, and Ben Chilwell's ruined it because they've been useless.
Yes.
So
Reece James has been brilliant. He's just never fit. Do you think off the back of this, Kieran Trippier is going to
Kieran
have to go?
Trippier is going to have to go because they need cover.
And then Trent Alexander-Arnold goes, but
as a midfielder.
Yeah. But he's also versatile.
Yeah.
So he can play where necessary.
I think he's going.
Which means Kyle Walker can step in centrally.
They could do it free. They could do it. Yeah.
So I'll put both of those in, shall I?
Yeah, Trent and Kieran Trippier. I think.
Do you think Trippier deserves it?
Yeah. No, deserves it. No, we just don't have any left backs. You need someone that can play left back.
Yes.
You need someone, and I would in a major tournament. I prefer Kieran Trippier over Joe Gomez.
Kieran Trippier's done. I really do. I just don't think
he's.
I do rate him as a player that he once was. I just don't think he's anywhere near that player anymore.
How old is Trippier?
He's younger than you think.
I'm going to say he's 32.
He's certainly young
Burnley,
enough.
Spurs, Atletico Madrid, Newcastle. He's been around for a bit.
He's 33.
What? Maybe he is done.
I think he is.
Oh my God.
He had
I can't believe he's that old.
He had such a bad patch for Newcastle this year. There was a moment when Chelsea knocked them out of the League Cup
And then
because of Kieran Trippier.
And it was the Bournemouth fans. Maybe we went up to them and had a go. Sorry, the Newcastle fans at the Bournemouth game. Yeah. And then he just fell off a cliff.
Yeah, I wonder.
He will be in just because we have no left backs.
Okay, so Kieran Trippier is in.
Yeah.
This is now where it gets exciting. So we've already got one midfielder. We've got Trent Alexander-Arnold in. Now,
let's put the bankers in, please.
Okay, bankers Declan Rice.
Declan Rice, Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden.
Is Jude Bellingham counted as a midfielder?
Yeah.
Not a forward.
Not a forward, no. He's not a forward. He's not a Saka, Bowen. He's not a Kane. He's not a Ollie Watkins. He's a midfielder. When England line up, he's going to be in the midfield.
Where would you see James Maddison? Is he a forward or is he a midfielder?
He's not.
Because I think Bellingham and Maddison are the same position.
Do you?
Not the same footballer.
No, but you think they kind of play the same
position? I think they're competing for the same position in the England team. I think Foden is competing with the same.
Then James Maddison's a midfielder. He's a midfielder for Spurs.
Okay.
Isn't he?
Okay.
Is he? He kind of is, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's that sort of
hybrid
10.5 position, isn't it? Yeah. So, right, bankers. We'll go midfielders. So far, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Both have to be in, obviously.
One.
We're putting Jude Bellingham in here.
Yeah.
Okay, Jude Bellingham.
No, I don't think this kid I'm going to name next.
I
love him. But I think Cobby.
Yeah, he's in.
He's in. Have you put his name down?
I haven't. I'm just checking, actually. Is he in?
Just
because suddenly I thought of Adam Wharton.
Nah. I'm sorry, no. Not over Cobby. No. Wharton is fantastic. But there's one thing looking fantastic. As we know there's one thing looking fantastic for Palace. And there's one thing dictating the midfield for United. That there's been times where literally that kid has done it by himself alongside Ericsson and Amrabat without any legs around him and has done it.
I agree with a lot of what you're saying. However, I would also say...
And to add to this, we've seen him do it for England.
We have.
We've seen him do it for England where he's got man of the match twice, I think, in two games.
We've also seen Manchester United get totally overrun with Kobe Mainoo in the team.
Yeah.
I'm not blaming him as such.
You can't blame him.
No, of course I'm not. But what I'm saying...
He's been exposed a few times.
I'm saying that this calendar year, since the turn of the year, Manchester United have been appalling. They have conceded more shots on their goal than any other team in the Premier League.
Yeah.
Kobe Mainoo has played in every single one of those games.
And so has Varane, Maguire,
Absolutely.
Ericsson,
but we're talking about Mainoo.
Yeah, but I think he's struggled because the team's just useless, isn't it?
Okay, but...
Hence why they want to get rid of their manager. It's
but
not
are we
useful.
taking a player... I don't know. I don't know if Kobe Mainoo goes.
He goes.
I also believe that he should.
He goes. He 100% goes. We'd have
so you but don't believe Wharton goes? Because I don't think you take Mainoo and Wharton.
No, I don't think he goes. I like the hype around him, and it's just literally the hype around him has just happened in the last 4 or 5 weeks.
Man United game.
Yeah, just happened 4 or 5 weeks. All of a sudden, he's Cole Palmer. Just chill out. He's good, but he's too inexperienced. He's playing Championship football recently. It's a big jump. He's doing really well, and no doubt when Gareth Southgate gets sacked and a new manager comes in the summer, he'll be looked at. But for now, I think it's a bit too early to make the 26. I think.
Well, somebody. Okay, what about Conor Gallagher then?
Yeah, he goes. Conor Gallagher goes. Yeah, you need that. You need someone to run around
also,
and just put out fires.
Weirdly, some fans don't rate Gallagher. They don't like him.
No, I can.
Every manager.
I kind of get it though.
In what sense?
I don't know what he does. I don't think he's. Look at your face. He just runs around. You know what he reminds me of a bit? He reminds me a bit of, and this is why he got disrespected as well. When Jordan Henderson when we got Jordan Henderson from Sunderland. And he just ran around all the time. And everyone was like, what's he doing? And it's only when he was injured against you boys, actually. When you boys came and Demba Ba scored that goal. Yeah. Who was missing? Jordan Henderson. And everyone was like, oh my God, we needed Jordan.
But I think
a bit like that.
That makes you a remarkable player.
Maybe, yeah.
It does. But I would say that a facilitator, somebody that allows other players to excel in the way that Jordan Henderson was at the epicenter of everything good that Trent Alexander-Arnold did. You know, when Trent Alexander-Arnold was... Well, at various points,
Jordan
arguably the best player in the world.
Jordan used to drop back in. Yeah, but Connor's not got that. I don't think Connor does that. Does he? You tell me.
No, he
I just need someone to be a bit more than just busy.
Conor Gallagher is very busy, you are right.
But does he do more than that? You watch him more than I do.
He scores goals.
Yeah? Okay.
Does score goals. I'd say he's more likely to score than Henderson.
I'll say this, though, about him. I think he's more likely to start than any of them. I think there's a chance Connor starts
Yeah.
I'm really thinking now that he starts
That's
alongside
interesting.
Jude and Declan.
Jude, Rice, and Gallagher.
Yeah, because he will be that man that will just sit a bit.
Which will ultimately mean that Phil Foden will play wide.
Yeah.
And Cole Palmer won't be in the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you could be
I
on
think I
something.
could be.
Also, that's
If we go
very in
safe.
keeping with Southgate.
It's so Southgate. It's so Southgate.
Yeah. I think you're on. I think that's quite a
it
good.
could be.
I think that's quite a good
I'm not
shout.
saying it should be. I think it could be.
Here's one then. I've just suddenly thought: if Conor Gallagher goes and Kobe Mainoo goes, does Curtis Jones go?
No.
Curtis Jones misses out.
He misses out. You know why he misses out as well? And it's not really a surprise, let's be honest. He's never been in this England picture. He's been under 21s, and all of a sudden, he's kind of just now been thrusted into it. Unless he impresses in training, in the get-togethers they're going to have, and the couple of friendlies before the Euros, I don't think he's got a chance.
I think he does go. I'm just
in
thinking,
the 26.
Yeah, I think he does, because I think that he brings something to the team that I can't really think of anybody else bringing.
Which is what?
Which is protecting and preserving possession, looking after the ball. He nurtures the ball like he you know, he shows the football the same protection that fathers show a newborn baby. No, do you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't really give the ball away. If you think about the way that he looks after it, the way that he plays it, it's all lots of it is very simple. But that's vital in international football, man.
But isn't that Kobe Mainoo?
If you're 1-0 up,
Isn't that Kobe Mainoo?
I think Kobe Mainoo is better in more tackles than Jones, for example. Say you're 1-0 up. Say things go really well and you end up playing Germany and you're 1-0 up against Germany in Germany. 20 minutes to go. They are going to attack you. Really handy if somebody can just look after the ball for you.
And you know what he's got as well? He's so arrogant.
Yeah,
he would
belief,
think. Yeah, he would think that, oh, this is easy.
Yeah,
he's got that arrogance about him. Like, yeah, like,
I'm starting.
Talking about, I'm starting. I didn't come in. All right, fair.
I think
he may, I'd be happy.
Well, the reason why I think he has to go, you know, if we make it either or, so if you go Gallagher or Jones, I think you go, well, it's not a fair.
Can I get the numbers, please, that you've got here? Because how many midfielders are we talking here? Because
so say I put Jones in, which I will momentarily, right? That means that we've got 16. So we've now got 10 players left, but there's a lot.
Okay, that's we got a couple.
We've got some room to play. I think we might. I think there's probably room.
We really, is that it? We've got 16.
Yeah, we've got 16. We've got 16, but it's going to get. Remember, we've got a lot of good.
Okay, let's quickly put the bankers.
Should we say the bank? Right. Okay, let's just go. Phil Foden,
banker.
Obviously, Phil Foden. Foden is in.
Yeah.
Cole Palmer,
in. Banker.
Harry Kane,
banker. Saka, banker.
Okay, it's filling up now. So we're now at 21.
Saying that Ollie Watkins is the banker.
Ollie Watkins, I agree.
The banker.
Okay, so you see what's about to happen. I'm going to say Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish has to go for the same reasons that I said Curtis Jones has to go. Control of the game, control of the ball, dictating the play, dictating the tempo, looking after the ball, carrying the ball. There's nobody else. There is nobody else.
Cole Palmer does that.
Different. Jack Grealish will. You give the ball to Jack Grealish, keep hold of it for 2.5 minutes for you, and then when you're free
and
kick,
he'll get a foul. Grealish goes. You're right.
Jack Grealish.
You're correct. You've convinced me. You're right. He will get a foul when needed. In the edge of the box, he'll do what he does. Puts his body on the line.
Now it's going to get really tough.
How many now?
I'm going to say a name that I believe has to go. We've only now got 23, 24, 25, 26, 4 players.
Okay, we've got space.
Okay, they're going to, mate, it fills up. You're being very cocky.
Go on.
Well, Anthony Gordon.
Banker. I'm sorry. Banker. So, you know, one thing we don't have in that squad, especially with no Rashford, potentially, pace. He's fast. He's an outball as well.
Can you make a case because of that very unique...
No.
No?
Start.
Yes.
That Foden.
I don't know how you do it. Maybe you start Foden as well. Foden centrally. Is there a world in which it's not about... Obviously, I'm not saying that Anthony Gordon is a better player than any of the players that would have to be sacrificed. I'm not saying Anthony Gordon is better than Saka. But what I'm saying is Anthony Gordon has something
that they don't.
That the team doesn't have. It's not about is he better than Saka. It's about, as a 11, we're lacking something massive throughout the whole team.
Mate, I'll be honest with you. If I were the England manager, obviously we wouldn't get out of the group phase, but I would go Jude Bellingham, Declan Rice and Phil Foden. That would be my midfield three, and it can't work.
There's a massive problem why that can't work.
Well, I know, but I think Declan can do a 6. I think he can do a 6.
It's not about whether he can do that, because I'm sure he can.
What?
I'm sure he can do it. What you're not doing, what that team isn't doing, Declan Rice, particularly this season, no, he has a natural aptitude to attack. A natural invigoration.
But he's got a V12 4-litre engine, and that boy will run back when he needs to run back.
But what you're not factoring in, and this is why I'd be a better manager than you.
Go on.
What you're not factoring in is that the back line is England's Achilles heel. Look at the defence that we're going to put together. Some would say the goalkeeper's vulnerable. What you need, if you've got a dodgy defence, if you've got a defence that is penetrable, you need to put something that is proven.
Hey, mate, Declan can do that.
No, Declan's role.
He can do that.
No, it's not about whether he can
He's
do
done
that.
it for like 5 seasons for West Ham.
No doubt.
He can sit.
He can do that. But if you have Declan Rice on the pitch, you want him to be utilised to the very best of his ability.
No, I don't. Because you know what I'm saying? Because I know Jude and Phil will win me a game more than Declan.
Is Declan Rice a better defensive midfielder, if that's his sole responsibility?
Yeah.
Is he a better only protector?
Go on.
So it's not about goals he scores.
Go on.
Is he a better protector than Conor Gallagher?
Yes.
Is he a better protector than Kobe Mainoo?
Yeah.
Is he?
Come on here. Mate, obviously it's changed now, but we were comparing Declan to Rodri
Last
season, there was the Rodri-Declan comparison.
Yeah, but Rodri isn't only a protector either. If you're comparing Rodri to Rice, what you're saying is who's a better midfielder? And Declan Rice as a midfielder...
No, we were saying who's the better sixes. Remember, we were saying, is it Partey, is it Declan, is it Casemiro, is it Rodri? Well, he can do that. I'm just trying to get Phil in. Phil has to be... You know what it is? Phil on the left doesn't make sense for me, because you look at even the goal he scored against West Ham, he always gets it from that midfield area and bursts in and bang.
Shifts.
From the left, he's lost.
Real Madrid, the goal he scored against Man United.
Every time he comes
from the right, left foot, bang.
Same thing. He has to start somewhere in that either 10.
He's got such a ping, isn't he?
Oh my God. He just put... He doesn't whip it.
No, he doesn't.
He puts his laces through it.
And it curls the wrong way.
And that's not from the left, is it?
No.
So,
he can't do that.
The best player in the Premier League this season, by a bit of a country mile, to be honest with you, has to somehow start for England.
I don't disagree. And
the only place he starts is the central.
But you have to accommodate for your deficiencies. Like, if you were anemic, you'd eat more steak, innit? If you're anemic, you'd eat more steak.
Do you go on your strengths, or do you accommodate for your weaknesses? If you're England, does it get to a stage where you're like, 1 second, defensively we are rubbish, a bit like Keegan under Newcastle, or do we say...
You want to be the entertainers?
Yeah, do we say, all right, you know what, we're going to put 5 past you because you're going to put 3 past us?
No, you get battered. You get battered in international football. But a good manager beats you 2-0 in that situation. Beat you 2-0. You don't score. You think, we're going to score 4 because you won't score. They'll score 2.
Well, I'll tell you now, we've got a problem. All right, go on, let's finish the last 3. We've got a problem.
I don't have a problem. You specifically have a problem.
Does Ivan Toney go?
God, no. Absolutely nowhere near it.
So you're only
you've
taking...
got Ivan Toney wrong, haven't you?
I haven't. No,
all your life.
No, I haven't. So you're only taking two number 9s. You're taking Kane and Ollie Watkins, that's it.
2 number 9s. Cole Palmer can deputise if necessary, false 9 and all that. I think...
Okay, I've missed out on a big name. This kid has to go. Don't have it. Jared Bowen. I'm not having... No ifs, buts, maybes. Jared Bowen has to go. Because that boy is a threat. Goals from the left, goals centrally, goals from the right. I'm sure his goals and assists are better than Saka's this season.
Jared Bowen
has to go. Don't do it.
Okay, then. So no Eze? Or Eze?
No Eze.
No,
I'll happily take Bowen over Eze.
So do you want Jared Bowen? I'm surprised.
Mate, I love him.
I didn't expect Bowen to be in this team.
He works. He scores. He's a busy boy. You know, it reminds me a bit of... reminds me a bit of Craig Bellamy.
Yeah.
Just doesn't stop running, gets in positions.
Yeah.
I think he's probably a better goal scorer than Bellamy, but...
So I'm going to tell you our forward so far. We've got Foden, Palmer, Kane, Saka, Watkins, Grealish, Bowen.
Fantastic. That should win you a tournament.
Yeah, it's
should win you a
good.
tournament.
It is good.
You've got different options.
Yeah, it's a very good. Did I say no? We haven't yet put. I haven't put Anthony Gordon in, have I?
No, I put Anthony Gordon.
So Anthony Gordon, which leaves. So now we have 2 positions left.
So you need to go back to the midfield because that's the forwards.
2 positions.
You know what
left.
we need? We need another defender.
So we're not just to be sure. We've got no James Maddison. We've got no Ivan Toney. We've got no Eberechi Eze.
Yeah, that's fine. You know. I'll be honest with you about the Eze thing. I like Eze a lot. He actually reminds me a bit like Doku. He's an out ball. He carries. He'll take you on. If there's room for him, I'll take him. But I just don't think Eze's going to see the pitch.
You know, now we've put this together. Should Marcus Rashford be in this team?
No.
Is there an argument for Marcus Rashford being in this team? Because I'll make a few arguments. England's top goal scorer at the World Cup. Harry Kane is a better player with Marcus Rashford on the pitch. Harry Kane and Heung-min Son used to link up well. I think the Heung-min Son partnership could be re-established with Marcus Rashford. We've seen them play well together.
I think the Heung-min Son partnership could be re-established with Cole Palmer. I think Cole Palmer's a more intelligent footballer. Cole Palmer seems to be more on it. You've got to take players in form. I get it. Look, I don't want to kick a man when he's down, but Rashford's had an awful season. The reward can't be going to a major tournament. It just can't be when there's been players like Gordon, who's had a good season for a Newcastle team that was struggling, but he's worked his socks off. Cole Palmer, ridiculous. The left, look at his on the left side. Potentially, it could be Foden, it could be Cole Palmer, it could be Anthony Gordon, it could be Grealish. They've all had better seasons than Rashford, all of them. And with Anthony Gordon, you've got the pace factor as well. So no, not for me. Not for me.
Yeah, I think I do agree.
Not for me.
I think I do agree that Marcus Rashford is rightly left out. I think.
Mm,
Although I do like the idea of having Rashford as
I love him. I love him, but you can't reward crap. And he's been rubbish.
Okay. And then I suppose finally, should Eric Dyer have been in this squad?
People have mentioned him. That experience at the back, people have mentioned him. But I don't know if he's had a better season. I don't know if he's had a better season than Ezri Konsa for Villa, who's should be, I think, spoken about. He's had a good season for Villa. He can play right back as well. Not for me, Dyer.
So going back through our squad, we've got 2 spaces available.
Yeah.
Should one of them go to Ezri Konsa, a versatile fullback? A potential fullback. Like somebody that can do that job.
You know what it is? If I'm brutally honest, with those last 2 spots, they're never going to see the pitch.
Should it be Wharton?
They're never going to see the pitch.
Should it on that basis? Should it be Wharton?
Maybe. You're never going to see the pitch. You're going for experience, aren't you?
There's
only going to be 16 players that really see the pitch.
You're going for the experience. But say you did need them. Would you rather have a James Maddison or an Ivan Toney available than an Adam Wharton who's there for the holiday?
Yeah.
So who's it going to be?
Ivan.
No.
Sweet.
I'm not having Ivan in this team.
You say that, but I'm telling you now, yeah. I don't know what it is.
I backed you on one.
I'll
let you have one.
England always goes to penalties. I'd rather have that kid, the arrogance.
I'll let you have one earlier.
So you'd have Wharton over Ivan Toney.
Take Wharton.
Over Ivan Toney. Because Wharton's had 5 good games of football.
And Toney scored what? 1 goal in 16.
Yeah. 1 goal in a year. If you think about it.
Unreal. Addy, man, this has been difficult.
Nah.
But I think we've picked a very good side here. Our side is now up on screen, so please do us a favour. Have a look at this 26-man squad. This is a squad that we believe will win England the Euros.
One second. Camera on me. And now, 1 second. I don't agree with that last statement that Rory made about this is the side that will win. Because France have announced their 26-man squad, and it's frightening, to say the least. I mean, where we're struggling for centre-backs, they've just gone and picked Saliba, Konate, and Upamecano. I don't know. That French squad is horrendous. Chouameni, Camavinga,
we're better than
Griezmann,
we're better.
Giroud, Mbappe, Dembele.
We're better than them.
You know what they put back in?
Giroud doesn't get
they put back in?
team.
Kante. He's back in.
That sounds like desperation to me.
Well, I'd rather Kante over Wharton.
Kante doesn't get in the England team. Not now.
Of course he does.
Over who? Rice?
Over anyone.
Of course he doesn't.
Gallagher.
No, man, you're being
wait, would you not have him... If he could come back to the Chelsea squad, would you not have him over Gallagher?
Of course not.
All right.
Of course not.
All
Not
right,
these
cool.
days.
All right, cool.
Addy, man, it's been great. Thank you so much. Make sure that you subscribe to Addy Oladipo's YouTube channel. There is so much good stuff over there. And the behind-the-scenes stuff from the Tyson Fury-Usyk fight is well worth a look. So head over there now and have a peep. The link is in the description. In a bit.